Welcome to Auto Robo Innovations. Today in this video we are going to discuss about normally open contacts and normally closed contacts. Let's start with normally opened contact. In its normal state, that is when it is not activated, it does not allow current to flow through it. As you can see in the diagram, the switch is not activated. It is opened. And then the lamp, the output, does not get on. So when input is off, that is when input is 0, the output will also be 0. And when input is true or when input is 1, the output will also be 1. So we will move to EcoStruxure Machine Expert, where we will draw a ladder diagram and use this normally open contact. So I will insert a normally open contact. I will click on it and then click here. And then I will insert a coil for output here. And then I need to assign address to the normally open contact as well as to the coil. So I will start with this input. I will click on address and type it as I 0.0. I will also add symbol to it as input and then yes. And I will also assign address to the coil as Q 0.0. I will also add symbol to it as output and then yes. As we have used input as normally open contact, so when input is off, the output will also be off, and when input is on, the output will also be on. So I will exit full screen mode. I will go to commissioning and launch simulator. And then I will start controller. To do so, click OK. So as you can see here, when input is false, the output is also false. And then when I activate it, that is, when I turn it on, when I turn on the input, the output will also be on. So when input is true, the output will also be true. Now, normally closed contact. In its normal state, that is when it is not activated, it allows current to flow through it. As you can see in the diagram that when switch is not activated, the lamp is still on. But when switch gets activated, that is when we turn on the switch, the lamp gets off. So when input is false, when input is 0, the output will be 1 or true. And when input is true, when input is 1, the output will be 0. The output will be false. So we will go to EcoStruxure Machine Expert, where we will use normally closed contact. So I will add a new rung here and then I will click on this option, that is negated contact. So normally closed contact is also known as negated contact. I will click on it and then click here. And then I will also insert a coil. So I will assign address to this normally closed contact as I 0.1. I will also add symbol to it as input 1. Yes. And then I will assign address to the coil as Q 0.1. I will also add symbol to it as output 1. Yes. So when input 1 is false, the output 1 will be on, and when it is true, the output will be false. So I will exit full screen mode. I will compile the program and start the simulation here. So as you can see here, when input 1 is false, the output 1 is true. And then when I activate input 1, when I turn it on, output 1 will be off. So in normally open contact, when input is false, output is also false, and when input is true, the output is also true. But in case of normally closed contact, it is inverse. That is, when input is false, the output is true, and when input is true, the output is false. It was all about normally open contacts and normally closed contacts.